I'm not answering this question.
No?
Sorry.
People are their own people, and when you push people too far, they're going to act out however they can.
Would you say that Afghani National may have been pushed too far into doing this?
Most likely, we don't know what his life is like.
I feel like it may be because of the culture in which he comes from.
I don't think so.
You don't think that had anything to do with it?
Not as much as some people might say. I'm more keen to see if what the actual motive was for it.
There were witnesses who said that he was shouting Allahu Akbar before he went and just shot 2 random people. Why would someone shout that and then do that?
That I have no idea.
Hi, how are you? We're asking people today if they could give Donald, because it's finals week next week, so we're going to be getting grades.
Okay.
Right?
Uh-huh.
If you could grade President Trump like he was one of your students, what grade would you give him?
I'm not answering this question.
No?
Sorry.
No?
No.
What is it like? Because you would give him an A+? Not really. Not really? Like an F-? How did I know that you would say that? It's unpredictable. I don't know, just something, I don't know. I just figured that's what she would say. If you could rate Trump's job so far, what grade would you give him? A through F?
Who?
Trump.
Can I go below F?
If you want.
I'm going to give him a F++.
Okay, that's above F, so you were generous.
No. F minus, I mean.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right. So, took away a couple of points there. Why would you grade him so low?
He's just not doing things correctly. There's a lot there. He's putting us back into 1930s Germany with the Nazism and the radical authoritarian Christianism, and it's not turning out good for people like me with disabilities that can't afford to eat. Because of prices, I was not able to have Thanksgiving at all. And
Do you have a family?
Yes.
Okay.
And they were not able to do Thanksgiving either. We were doing it with whatever we managed to scrounge up. White bread, maybe slices of deli meat. That was our Thanksgiving.
Okay. So, but you are here at USF, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a student here.
Okay. So how can you afford to go to school, but you can't afford like turkey and maybe a box of stuffing?
I am pulling out loans out of the wazoo in order for me to come here, in order for me to get a better job, because I'm trying to become a professor for creative writing.
Okay, so you want to be a professor?
Yes.
Okay. For creative writing?
Yes.
Okay. How much do you think you'll make doing that?
I'm hoping for maybe $60K.
Okay.
It's a lot more than what I make now as a substitute teacher. I only make about $800 a month.
Where are you a substitute teacher at?
Pasco County.
Okay.
I go around different schools.
Great. So different schools, so you're in the classroom with students often. Okay. So you said Trump and his Nazism going back to 1930s Germany. Where do you see a correlation between Nazism, World War II Germany, and Trump today in 2025?
I'm going to go with how he is raising the tariffs and trying to essentially limit what the American people are able to get access to, raising the prices, and with his language and radical looks at life with the ICE deployment and sending out the National Guard into different cities and lying that places like Portland are in ravaging war-torn areas when in fact the protests are peaceful.
Okay.
Well,
let me stop you right there. You said you're a substitute teacher.
Yes.
Have you heard about the school in Portland that's right next to the federal ICE facility that had to get shut down and move?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have
Do you
heard
think
about
that if they were peaceful protests, why would an entire elementary school have to shut down and move locations because it was unsafe for the students to go to school there?
Because of the ICE and how the police are running over, essentially in America.
So it's the ICE agents' fault?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not the Antifa members' faults that are throwing Molotov cocktails and threatening to shoot ICE agents. It's not their fault?
If it's people like those are the very minor outliers, people that aren't set up for...
Let's walk up here so we don't have to stand in the rain. So you would say that he's kind of being a Nazi through tariffs?
It's basing off of the economic principles that were happening in Germany around that time frame. It's following within that same step points to where people are depending on someone that has the power, and he is using it in a negative way.
Okay. Because all presidents do that, right? Did you think Joe Biden was acting like a Nazi?
No.
No. So his tariffs, his economic policy, that wasn't Nazi-like.
No.
Okay. How not? What's the difference?
His were more focused on trying to alleviate what the my brain's not working right now.
Because we've always had tariffs.
Yes,
They've just
but
always been
he's
kind of
raised the-
equal.
He's raised them to the point where other countries are no longer wanting to work with us. I've had recent dealings where I would import things from France, and I have not been able to get access to them because they're no longer shipping here because of the tariffs.
And how is that Nazism, though? How does that make Trump a Nazi?
It is the leeway into it where he is becoming the source of all-seeing power, and it is falling within those same steps. It's also not just with the tariffs, it's with the other viewpoints and declaring war on the other Democrats and people that don't follow within his perfect purview.
Okay. Interesting. What grade do you teach when you substitute?
I do 6 through 12.
Okay. And do you cover topics relating to government or politics like this?
I don't teach those because substitutes are just in there for the day, so I just make sure the students are taken care of.
Okay.
I tend to go more for the sciences and the creative works.
Okay, perfect. Did you see Trump's Thanksgiving Truth Social post where he said that he was going to halt migration permanently from third world countries?
I did not see that. I don't really go on social media much.
Okay. Yeah, so after the Afghani National murdered one National Guardsman and then critically wounded the other. I'm sure you heard about that.
I've heard bits of it.
Yeah. So an Afghani national who was brought here under Biden in 2021 went and murdered one National Guardsman and then critically wounded another one. After that happened and after the fraud that's been exposed from Somalis in Minnesota, he has vowed to halt migration permanently from third world countries. What do you think about that?
That's not doing anything but pitching people against each other.
Okay.
People that migrate from other areas might be doing it for a good reason, but we can't control what everyone does. Mm-hmm. People are their own people, and when you push people too far, they're going to act out however they can because they're.
So you think they were pushed too far?
Pushed too far with everything that's going around, with how people can't afford to eat, barely are working like 5 jobs in order to have a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Well, the average migrant who might make $30,000 a year gets $50,000 in benefits every year. So they're actually raking in more than they're getting. But you said they were pushed too far. Would you say that Afghani National may have been pushed too far into doing this?
Most likely. We don't know what his life is like. We just know what we see, and we're trying to push a meaning onto something we don't have all the context to.
Yeah, well, no motive has come out. They've not said anything like that. But I'm more interested in what you're saying, that he may have been pushed. What circumstances could have pushed him to do this, to shoot 2 random National Guardsmen?
If you the truth about the migrants getting more benefits than the American people, if they're not documented, that is false. They do not have access to any of that.
I don't want to, so we can talk about that later, but you said he may have been pushed too far. What circumstances could have led to someone who was brought here, no cost to him, given benefits in this country? He was brought here under the Biden administration after working with the CIA in Afghanistan. What could have pushed him so far that he would murder a National Guardsman in Washington, D.C.?
It could be that he's lost his benefits. It could be that he was transferred over here under an alias. It could be that
He wasn't properly vetted.
I don't know anything about this, so I can't give much input on it, but I'm more keen to wait for all the context to come out and not trust everything that I hear, because media often tends to push things in a certain direction.
Okay. For me, I feel like it may be because of the culture in which he comes from.
I don't think so.
You don't think that had anything to do with it?
Not as much as some people might say. It might. I don't know what he's been taught. I don't know anything about him. I'm more keen to see if what the actual motive was for it.
There were witnesses who said that he was shouting Allahu Akbar before he went and just shot 2 random people. Why would someone shout that and then do that?
That I have no idea.
No idea.
I'm not religious. I don't believe in anything that's
Well, they do. They do.
I know they do. I don't really know. It's not.
Yeah.
It's
And
not
then
something
someone
that
who
can be
came
done.
in with him the same year under the same Operation Allies Welcome that Biden did was just arrested a week ago today for threatening to bomb the Texas, Dallas area. He came in under the same thing that he did. And then 2 more people a couple years ago were arrested who came in under the same Operations Allies Welcome, who were threatening to bomb the Oklahoma voting center. So are they all getting pushed to do that?
Situations can be outlying.
Okay.
It's horrible what they've done, but it's, again, we don't know all of their reasonings. It could be something that we don't have the access to, and we just have to give
Well,
them.
the guy who was arrested last week, he said, "I'm going to kill all you white people, all you Christians. I'm going to kill you." And so I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of reasoning.
A little bit, but again, we can see similar instances with like ICE agents as well, where they're taking power where they can, and they are going above what should be necessary, where they are targeting people that are just going about their lives.
Okay. Where do you see that happening?
I've seen videos of ICE agents going to elementary schools, and the students are terrified to go in there. I've seen videos of where people are trying to stop them from taking someone that was having a seizure.
Can I actually tell you about that? So the guy, you know why ICE was even interacting with that car with the guy having a seizure and his toddler in his hands?
I'm assuming it's from them IDing him as something, and
His wife stabbed someone who's an illegal immigrant. His wife is an illegal immigrant. She stabbed a coworker with a pair of scissors. And she had a warrant out for her arrest and therefore deportation because she stabbed a coworker with a pair of scissors and she was illegal. And then he pretended to have a seizure with his toddler in his arms. He had no medical emergency. The medical team came out to him on scene. They said there's nothing wrong with this man. He's not actually having a seizure. He's faking it and holding his toddler, using his child as a pawn, trying to get ICE agents away from his wife so she can get away. She's a violent physical assaulter, and he's trying to use his child to defend her. You didn't hear any of that.
again, I don't go on to social media. I don't do that kind of thing. I only know what I've seen.
Okay.
And I try to step out of the political sphere because I am dealing with way too much currently, and I don't need that extra stress. It's not something that I try to be conscious of it to a point where I won't have to worry about my mental health and all that fun stuff, because it's a terrifying world.
Okay. All right. Well, if you're an illegal immigrant, it might be a terrifying world because you're about to get deported, right?
If they're, like, they've even targeted people that are going through the process to become a citizen here, and they still get targeted and are fearful.
Yeah.
It's doing too much. It's not right.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't think he's doing enough. I think we got to ramp up those mass deportations. I'm fully in support of banning third worlders from immigrating to or migrating to our country. And I think that anybody who has been brought here under that Biden era Operations Allies Welcome, they should be re-examined to see if they should actually be in this country. And so, yeah, that's my opinion.
My opinion is very different.
All right. Well, thank you for your conversation. Have a wonderful finals week next week, right?
Yep.
Best of luck on your test. I hope you get all A's. Thanks. Not F's like you would give Donald Trump. Has anyone ever told you look like Scott Pressler a little bit?
Scott Pressler?
Do you know who Scott Pressler is?
I'm guessing like an actor or something.
No. He just registers a lot of people, especially in Pennsylvania, to vote. He's like big on registering people to vote. It's very popular among the political sphere. Yeah, but you kind of look like him. But yeah.
Good to know. I should follow that calling and register people to vote.
Yeah, but only if they're going to vote Republican. I'm just kidding with you. So I wanted to get your reaction. We're asking students today, since you're getting grades next week, if Donald Trump was in your classroom, you were his teacher, what would you grade him on a grading scale?
Like A to F?
Yeah.
D.
D? Okay. All right. What has he done that bumps him up from an F? Has he done anything good?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
But you're still generous, and you'll give him a D. Not passing, but
I'd
not
say
an F.
F's Hitler. He's
He's
not
close.
quite Hitler, but, you know.
Is he getting close?
Depends how you define it.
Okay. So he's just one step above Hitler.
Yeah.
Okay. Why would you say that?
I don't know. It's the people he associates with. It's not necessarily only stuff that he has said or done.
Mm-hmm.
It's the people, I guess you could say some of the more extreme people in the party.
Like
but
who?
the fact, specific names, I'm a bit fuzzy on. Sorry. I don't really have time for an interview. I have to head to class in a couple minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
But
Real quick, if you have time to answer this, he wants to halt migration from third world countries. He just said that a few days ago after the Afghani National killed a National Guardsman and wounded another. Do you think we should halt all migration from third world countries?
no.
No. What is a third world country?
Well, also called the Global South, also called developing countries.
Mm-hmm.
It's a country with probably not like a stable economy or government.
A lot of terrorism, crime, poverty, lots of rape, oppressing women.
Sorry, I didn't really consent to an interview. I just didn't want to be rude, so...
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I'm not holding you here. You can leave. Yeah.
I should get to class.
All right. At least you didn't call Trump Hitler. That's the first step. That's a first step. That's a good one. Refreshing. I like that. Hi, we meet again. I would love to get more of your opinions.
I'm on my lunch break, so...
You're on your lunch break. Do you work here?
I do.
What are you, a teacher, staff, faculty? Have a good one. I just dropped a brand new America First line at my merch store at lhmerch.com. And for a few days only, you can get a 30% off code Xmas up on the screen right now. And you can get the America First person in your life, an amazing America First gift. Thank you guys for supporting my work that way, and Merry Christmas. If you're not in need of any merch or Christmas gifts, go to patreon.com/Kaitlin Bennett to support my work directly, my security fund. That's exactly what that pays for. I go everywhere with security, and I'm so thankful for you guys for keeping me safe. Patreon.com/Kaitlin Bennett. See you in my private Facebook group.